Hey!
Alright. So this podcast is about teaching millennials something. I'm a millennial.
I am Jesse. I'm Joe!
Oh, hi. I'm Dwayne Julick. Dwayne spelt the white trash way, and Julick pronounces if giving cunnilingus to one of the Hebrew faith.
For real, this is the gray area. Alright, we ain't too far left, we ain't too far right, we're fucking right there, okay? That's what we're talking about, alright? Millennials, you need to stop being oppressed. You need to learn how to shotgun a beer. You can't spit wherever the fuck you want.
You just basically just coughed it out.
You just spit. So? I can spit if I want to.
No, you can't. There's no spitting policy here, sir.
Isn't that, Joe? I think we were talking about we need to teach millennials something. Us being millennials, we've been doing this for a while. I think we can offer some advice. But what we realized is there's a lot of extremism. You know, it's basically left, right.
Because I feel like if we're going to teach anything to millennials, it's going to be how to not be shitty people. And sometimes the gray area is...
It's where you want to be, alright? You want to piss anybody off, and that's in 20 seconds. And then immediately he's like, yeah, we gotta rip these wisdom teeth out. Like, and I was like, what? Like, mine aren't protruding in any way. And the main point of the story was I had to go down to Boulder for a music agency internship. So I was like ready to go quick because they wanted me to be there fast. Blah blah blah. A guy puts me under because he like pretty much makes it apparent to me that these things need to be taken out now, or else like it could like affect my other teeth if I wait till the end of the summer, which is total bullshit. But whatever, sold me on it. So I did it, and I was really upset afterwards because I got everything done, and he gave me a bunch of drugs to like hurry up the process, like extra steroids and ibuprofen, and nothing that was unethical. He gave me stuff to heal it up, what would be faster, and they also gave you like what is it, like Oxycontin or Codone or whatever it is. Like,
I don't know, but it felt great.
But it didn't do anything. I don't know why people even think those things are great. That shit didn't do anything for me, but like keep me asleep. Like, you know, if I was just wanted to go to bed, it just put me to bed. Like, so I was taking those. What they don't tell you though, is those things make you constipated. Like apparently, opiates and stuff.
They also make you premature ejaculate.
So I was premature. I was just.
And that's my excuse that I, to this day, tell my ex-girlfriend.
So to this day, I went to this rep farm. I was constipated. I won't spare any other points, but I was pretty depressed, and I was like, oh goodness, I was depressed. But it sucked. I was kind of sad because I was like, you know, I was stuck up and I wanted to go here. My brother, that was a really long story for him, about to get to. My brother sent me just like a emoji of like a GIF, I guess, as you call it, of just a hippo like shitting the most.
Oh, his tail's like a little helicopter. Shit's going everywhere.
Just like shitting so much, and
and you're trying to laugh at your face.
I laughed so much, dude, and it just like he could have just like, you know, made fun of me or something. Like, I would have made fun of somebody. Yeah. It's such a funny comment, but he just like sent it to me and I laughed and it helped.
Yeah. So the gray area is definitely.
So the gray area, I think.
The gray area is Jesse got really stupid after his wisdom teeth left in. Way less wise. Yeah. So you know, maybe get like half taken out. Yeah. Leave a couple of them in there because Jesse is the product of too much wisdom teeth pulling.
Okay. So like the gray area then is if you're depressed and you need to laugh but you can't, you remove your wisdom teeth so you become dumber and then you just laugh at others.
Yeah. And then you laugh at yourself because you're so dumb.
Yeah.
And then
you're happy forever because you're always with yourself. Like,
okay,
I'm dumb as shit.
Yeah, okay. That's funny.
That's what you're going for, right?
Yeah, dude. That was funny. I just to leave this off just because I think it's funny and I can't leave it at that. I went in for an X-ray later when I found out I was kind of, because you know after I was like, oh, what's wrong with me? Like it's been a while. And I got like an X-ray and the guy was like, dude, like, he showed me a picture. He's like, you just full of shit. I was like, that's hilarious.
Literally,
bro.
like
For
you
real.
were constipated.
I'm like for
like
real
crazy.
though, bro. I am constipated. No, you're just like you should just have a plunger with you at all times. He told me that, and I was like, but for all the folks out there, it didn't really happen like that, and it wasn't that bad, and I got through it, and I'm here today. So that wasn't really that depressing. But moving on, that's the gray area. Find a way to laugh. I think don't be a freaking classic, upsetting millennial, pissing everyone off with your shitty ways of reaching out when you're depressed. Find a fucking good way to reach out.
Yep.
Get constipated. That's
I'm
what
sure
you
we're
do.
gonna find a way to turn this, what I'm about to say, into a gray area. There will be a way, but this story needs to be said, and it revolves
Dude,
around
I think there's
constipation.
a gray area
It
for
revolves
everything.
around. There is a gray area. All right, so the story.
Hey, is this
Um,
camera even on anymore?
What?
Is it good?
Yeah.
Let's try it.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Back
So,
to
I
me
think
being
that was it.
constipated.
We're recording now.
Oh, okay, so we're
We're recording now.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
No, we were, but like
Yeah.
just to make it easier to
Okay.
footage.
So, hadn't pooped in a while. I got a colon cleansing. And I swear to God, the most hateful, like the experience, if anything, is gray area. Because there's nothing satisfying, like there's nothing fun or comfortable about putting a tube in your own butt while somebody who has like studied, went to school, paid a shitload of money for a degree, watches you and goes, yes, okay. And the second you say butthole, she freaks out. She refuses the, like, terminology. You can't say you can't say ass. You can't say like sphincter, like anything. You know, and like I'm trying to like make a little bit of jokes because
So
this lady is looking at me while I have a tube in my butt.
I think
and I'm just trying to make jokes so that I feel a little more comfortable. So anyways, okay, so I go in and I'm like not even like, you know, but it needed to happen because I was in like, you know, pain. Like,
So wait, Joe, why did you try anything else? Did you try
dude, I was eating
laxatives? Did you do,
prunes,
like,
laxatives,
you
all
said-
sorts of shit.
Did you do an enema? Do you know what I'm talking about?
This
You
was
tried
an
to-
enema. This was an
But
enema.
you
I
did-
didn't perform it on myself because I'm not weird like you.
I didn't do it myself. I never had one. I didn't have to go that far.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go that far. I did my thing.
Okay.
I'm a man.
So I
everyone.
show up to
passed.
this. The
I
best
passed.
part about it, spoiler alert right now for the story. I stole the socks that they gave me. The socks are the best part because they were soft and they
They
had
give you
grips on
socks?
them. Yeah, because oh, they got to be comfortable. Like, but God forbid they try and make it wise to oh hey dog, like if a hamster goes through the tube, like don't tell my parents. Like, she did not think that was funny at all. She's okay. So what you do is literally there's like a whole thing, and she goes okay, and she's like you have your back faces. So I mean to say she, like they're all fucking poop. Like you can only be a poop doctor if you're a woman. No.
Yeah.
You can be a poop doctor if you're
I don't,
fucked
I don't
up in the
think-
head
Joe,
enough.
Joe, I don't think anyone thought that. until you
Well, I don't
said
know.
that.
I'm curious. See, we're on camera. This is.
Hey, the gray area.
Anyways,
don't be sexist,
back to
asshole.
my anus. Putting this thing in here, and it's like your finger is the hammer, and the thing is the nail, and you're just like.
Wait,
It is.
can you explain more for the folks? I don't know what you're talking about.
I can draw a picture.
We'll make
No,
we'll make a little graphic.
I'm lying on the table on my
Alright,
side,
folks,
and they give
pay
me this
attention to the
hose.
graph.
They give me this hose, and they're like, "All right, she like," and again, you know, like refuses to say any word other than anus. Like anus is like the key word
Other
for
than
this
the
lady's
terminology.
career. She goes, "Okay, so you're gonna insert this into your anus," and she goes, "This is where I knew we were never gonna be friends after this." Because she goes, all right, you know what 3 inches looks like? And I go, oh, you bet I do. And she goes, all right, well, you're going to put it 3 inches into your butt. And I go, all right, sounds like my Friday night. And she, like, damn near hit me. Like, this is not funny. You could die. And I go, if I'm going to die from not being able to poop, then, like, you know, but fuck. Okay, so it's in there, and so what it is it is just giving you enemas. It is pumping hot water into you, and then it sucks it out. And I'm like, all right, how do I know when? Like, she's
So
like, oh, you're
all
gonna
for the
know
same
when.
Tube, hang on, Joe. Hang on. So I want to slow down your story here just for people to know. So tube in your anus, 3 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How thick? Is
Huge.
This tube?
Oh.
How thick
No,
is
no.
it?
If you ever had a fish, you know the filters that they have like feeding into there. It's like that.
What do you say?
Oh, okay. Like
It's
a
like
grill.
okay, like the size of a damn
All right, let's put it this way.
a nickel. I'm putting a nickel.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So like your finger?
It's
like
not
your middle-
comfortable. It's
so
not like a
more,
pencil,
So it's
you know,
more than your finger?
It's like your thumb, dude.
It's like your thumb?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
dude. You
And
know,
this
if you were-
person,
hey, let me tell you this,
person
let
is
me-
watching me pretty much sodomize myself,
Oh,
and she
you
is
really-
just refusing to let me like have any humor.
I don't want to
What?
speak.
What?
I
What?
don't want to speak. So
Mhm.
she doesn't even put it in your.
You had to do it.
I had
She
to do
makes-
it.
So what you pay?
So my okay. So what I was gonna
you
say,
pay money to have a woman. I mean, watch
no,
you
no.
sodomize
No,
yourself
I will get
with
to
your
this.
with a thumb-sized tube.
What I am so
Oh my God.
obviously
Okay,
I
let's
could
let
do
me
that
know.
by myself. I don't want to say obviously like I do it all the time. No.
I don't
Okay.
like it.
What I am paying this woman
Oh,
for,
right.
okay, so it pumps in, and then it like drains it all out, and here comes all the shit. Okay, what
So
she's
the same
being
tube.
paid for. So this is a long tube, and what happens is it comes out of there, and there's a thing on the wall, and it like. You know, you can see it the whole entire way through. This is a clear tube, so I'm watching this like, Jesus Christ.
You're watching all the poop come out.
But it comes up to this little thing.
Fecal matter. Let's make it PC.
And it comes through and it slows down the water. Like, it is like flowing out hard, like when it's coming out of me, but it hits this little box and it slows it down. I am paying this woman. She's sitting there like she is about to take the frickin' bar exam, studying. My little turd's floating by. She is like, okay, I'm not seeing. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Taking notes. This woman is taking notes on my poop.
She makes her life on poop.
God, I think she just takes this shit super seriously.
Is
she loves this.
Is she?
That's punny.
Is she?
No, I think
Is she a poopodermist?
I called her the poopologist.
The poopologist.
I don't know the term. There's no way.
Does she
there's
go
a term
to?
that
I
I'll
think
ever
I've heard
remember.
this joke before, but does she go to Brown University?
I
I think that's off a sitcom. I know I stole that. From
You stole. We're gonna have to edit that out.
She
later.
used to sit in the back of the class.
Yeah, just.
But highlight of this whole endeavor.
Can you say her name? What's her name? Are we allowed to say her
Doctor,
name?
and then we should bleep it out right here.
I'm never saying it.
It was Doctor. But anyways, so it goes through, and she goes, "Yeah, I mean, you know, nothing you need to worry about. I mean, it's out of you." And I am like, you know, sweating right now. Like, I have waited for that for so goddamn long, and I was hungover. So it's like an IV, like times 5. Like water just going in, and I'm just like, there's no, like, you know, I feel great. I am hydrated to the biggest extent, okay? The best thing that happened out of this, other than the constipation being gone, the squatty potty. If you don't know what a squatty potty is, back home, kids,
I think
there is
everyone should
a
use
right
this
angle.
one.
If your feet are at a right angle, you will poop. Okay? Okay?
I didn't know that. Explain this one.
It changed my life, and I bought one.
Alright, so the Squatty Potty, I'll explain it, is a product that they sell. I think it's way more popular in Europe, but I think it should be worldwide. I think
It's popular in the
you can watch it
place
on
where they have
Shark
toilets
Tank.
that
You might
splash
maybe
you in
we'll
the
pull the
butt
clip
toy.
for it on Shark Tank. I've seen it.
Oh,
So what it is?
Shark Tank?
Yeah, what it is, but it's you know, there's other places. What it is though is that as Americans we sit on our porcelain thrones, if you will, and we sit there and
Mine's made of gold.
and our anus, our why are we talking? So
You gotta
much
say
about
anus. If you say ass, I swear
You
to
gotta
God,
say
I'm
anus.
gonna tell the doctor.
Our ass,
I'm
our
serious.
anuses are basically pinched, and then therefore we can't. What is it?
We've been talking about
Shit.
Poop.
shit.
Excrete excrement.
She did not like shit either. She hated that word.
fecal
Crap,
matter, excrete,
shit,
fecal
poop.
matter.
It was excrements.
I didn't get into the feces game.
All right, so
Weird
boys,
jokes.
let me say this, all right, and this maybe for millennials that are trying to become doctors, all right. Look, I think what anybody wants. This is what anybody wants.
Hold on, just.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat you to the punch. Millennials, if we're gonna teach you anything, don't study poop, because if we talk about it afterwards, it's like if you send like a dumb text and you're like worried if they're gonna like it or not, and for me it's a girl, and the girl instead goes, "Oh my God, Joe, he's such a dumb shit." Like, "Hey friends, look at this." That's what happens if you're a poop doctor. That is exactly what happens afterwards, because we make fun of you forever. Like, I will tell this story when I am 60 years old, pooping in diapers, and I'm telling it to my
Joe,
grandkids.
this is why.
Get back to it. I'm sorry, that just needed to be said.
No, that was an amazing story, dude. Thank you for that. That was such a beautiful. I love it.
You know, I'm just an open book.
As long as you have feces related stories.
So what I would say for millennials trying to be doctors out there, because I'm a doctor, obviously, and you should listen to me.
What is it? Eastern Hampshire?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Brown University. So what I think is that you're just trying to be comfortable, man. You were just trying to feel more comfortable. She was trying to be too legit. You're being way too on this wrong side, bro. Yeah. You were like, yeah, my Friday night, yeah, my brother used to put his fingers. I don't know what you used to do. Like, and then you have.
Yeah, my brother used to put his fingers in his apple.
In your ass.
ass.
I don't know. I was just saying. That's Joe. You'd say some weird stuff like that, and then you have her, who's like not even willing to laugh or make you feel in the slightest.
Find the comfortability zone.
Just
and for this story only, it's no longer the gray area.
It's the brown area.
It's the brown area.
Yeah.
How do we do the thing.
So the brown area then is where exactly?
Comfortability, because people have different levels of comfortability.
I think what you really need to do, man, is when
And
you see somebody that is having a hard time, is try to reason with them on ground level. Try to
Don't
reason,
say shit.
Try to reason with them on the brown area, if you will, because that's
Wait.
the brown area.
Would you? Okay, so
It's
you say the brown area, is more accurate on the whole.
Let's put it this way, man.
On the whole, the brown area is.
This is a good story. This is my good story now. This is my good story. It's not the best story, but this is a good story. So, I don't know if I should tell the story. Actually. Anyway, well,
I just talked about it too, but my ass. Go for it.
all right, so whatever. So I guess this is different. So I went into Curry Health, and
Oh, I know this is already gonna be a good start because.
I really like this. I went into Curry Health, and I went in, and I was gonna get basically. So me and Aaron were dating and stuff. Like, Aaron's my girlfriend. When me and Aaron were dating in the beginning, we were together for a long time. And like when I went in, I thought, it's like I've never been tested before. I was like, I should get tested. So I went in to get tested. So like, they make you pee in a cup to see if you have anything, which is super chill because I thought they were gonna shove like a Q-tip in my dick hole. Like that's what my
The guy's just got a magnifying
that's
glass,
what my
like,
friends
stretching more stuff out here.
that's what my friends said. Like at least my buddy who is actually like an ENT. So I don't listen to him. Folks.
Don't be that type of doctor.
Don't get in a wreck on his highway because no. Anyway, so
because you're missing a hand, but his
He's
first
gonna shove
move is-
shit right in your dick.
All right, well let's check his dick hole.
Let's check his dick hole. Alright.
So anyway, no, but that's what I thought, and so I was really worried. But I was just like, like I don't want to feel like I have to wear a condom. I mean, you should wear condoms, folks, but but again, if you're gonna be with someone for a long time, you don't want to feel like you have to wear a condom. And I just want to be completely safe. I want to see what happens. So I went in, and it's really easy. You just pee like in a cup. It's like super simple. And they call you a couple days later, and I was like, okay.
That's the most stressful phone call, I'm sure.
I was really good, dude. I was totally chill.
Which one do you want to hear about first?
You'd be stressed out if you went through some sketchy stuff, but
You're pregnant.
Yeah.
Which is weird, Mr. Schuster.
Yeah, but so I didn't really go through anything weird, so it wasn't a big deal. But that was whatever happened, and so I got through clean. But basically, though, they were also like, yeah, you should come in and talk to the doctor, and they'll like do an exam. And I'm like, what exam? So basically, they study your junk. And it was just funny though, man. I was like cracking jokes, and the guy's like, "Oh God, like I gotta stare at my dick, like basically, like."
You say, what's funny is the
proper
term.
I'm like, sorry if it smells a little bit, bro. And I had a long walk across camp, and he laughs. And then
I've been
when I was done, I'm like, dude, I'm
leather
sorry.
lately.
And then when I was done, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry you had to look at my dick, and he laughed, and he's like, yeah, I like you, man. Like you're a funny kid. Like
we probably should have gone to the gym right before this.
Yeah, we just had a good time, man. Like I just, he could have been really awkward, and it could have made me feel weirder because I have a full man grasping my junk for no reason, basically more than just to tell me that I'm okay, versus the fact that like, because I was cracking jokes the same way you were, just because it's like it's awkward, man. Like it's.
So the moral of the story here is that male doctors are funny.
No, yeah,
female
doctors suck, dude.
Can you call that the gray area? The gray area is women need to work on their doctor humor.
No, but I could also see a
guy doctors, you keep it up unless you're like weird, if you're like a dude and you're a vagina
doctor. That's a good point to make.
Then I'm sure that's probably the same thing.
That's
okay. We brought this around full swing.
No, that's a good point to make because now instead of her, we're going on offensive for her, the doctor, about being, about making you feel uncomfortable. I mean, dude, she's.
If I were the guy doctor, she's like, man, sorry, my pussy stinks. I'd be like, that's, please just say something else, ma'am. Like,
that's really inappropriate.
Okay.
That's right. All right.
You always got the gray area
we're wrong.
You're reflective of the other person's view, and don't assume.
No, I'm glad we talked about
this
because she was probably super uncomfortable. And you're just some dude making frat star jokes about.
Well, he should be more uncomfortable though. He's got a tube in his.
I know.
She asked him what 3 inches is and didn't expect a joke.
What's your definition of comfortability?
And yes. Okay, here's Listen, can I flip it? Well, how would we feel if she came in and she goes, yeah, I know you know it.
Man, you got a weird looking butt, kid.
What if she goes, yeah, she's like, yeah, you got a real gaping
You
butt.
ever
Looks
seen
like
that thing?
What if she says, what if she slid in before you goes, yeah.
Oh, she slid in.
And no, she
slid in.
Let me say this, and she goes, oh, that one ain't really easy. Like, looks like you've done this before. Like, I mean, how would you laugh or would you?
Man, I've never had an easier time putting a two.
Yeah,
Echo.
would you be offended?
Yes.
So there you go. There's the gray area. Don't offend. So don't.
Oh, you're quite a gaper, Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark, more like Mr. Big Butthole, am I right?
And if I have
Then you
to,
have-
That's the worst joke ever, doctor. And then I don't high five. She smashed me on the ass, and then I have a lawsuit. Oh, damn it. Man, I can't wait for Mario to see this.
So that's the gray area?
The brown area.
That's the brown area?
The brown area on this one, folks, is you really just. I know you. I mean, like, sure. Some of this.
You gotta play the field. You gotta give a little, then take a little.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I took a lot more than I wanted to give, but
No. Here's the thing. We need to be way more like specific. I say the gray area is a 60-40 on this. I say you're 60% terminology, 40% jokes.
I say the gray area is a shorter tube because 3 inches was unnecessary.
Do you even know anything about the human? But did they have to reach the large colon versus the small
I don't know.
intestine? I don't know.
I think it was just for. I think it was just that you know it's in, you know. And I knew that the first centimeter. I was like, it's in. It's in. I don't need the other. I don't know like metrics.
I had to put
There's a lot more centimeters.
So
Just a few more to go.
So my mom bought me what's the difference between? Alright, so there's two things. You have. Is an enema where you put it's like a bottle in a tube and you spray that into
An enema is any time
female
water is like inserted,
Okay.
inserted intentionally and then flushed out.
So what is it when you just put just like a pill in your butt?
Suppository.
Yeah.
Alright, I took a suppository when I was cut.
How big was the suppository, Jesse?
It was like an Advil.
Was it 3 inches?
It was like an Advil.
Well, you lucked out.
I know. That's what I'm saying, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it.
I thought you were gonna say you did like it.
I did
That was
not.
a lot.
I loved it.
I could have done 10.
I could have done. Give me a roll of nickels.
Let's just see what can fit in there.
Can I say something right now? That's
No.
pretty gross. Can I say this right now?
Yes.
There's something about the human anus where it grabs things after a certain point.
It's like a black hole. It just kind of sucks shit up.
It grabs after a certain
hand or what?
After a certain point, it just goes, it's mine. It grabs it.
It grabs it.
Yeah.
It grabs it.
Yeah, it grabs it.
Act like.
It's like
mine.
the Sarlacc pit.
That's what I was thinking.
I didn't have to fully insert it. Like
Your butt's going.
I had to go about 60.
Hey, don't worry, dude. This is my first rodeo.
I went the gray
Make
area.
this a little easy on you. Just put it in my hand, like.
I went the gray area on it. I just went 60-40, 60%. It grabbed the rest of the 40.
The gray area on Jesse's suppository was not at 50%. It was actually right when it sensed. The gray area is literally the point where the butt grabs this. And Jesse's gray area wasn't even close to halfway. My gray area,
I haven't
my
found
gray
my
area
gray
was
area.
probably about like the first inch.
It grabbed.